Hey Danny, how are you today?
I'm doing okay.
So last time we were together, we talked about how you were feeling anxious all of the time. You said about 70% of the time. And that it was mainly in situations with someone you're in an interpersonal relationship with. So how have you been doing this past week?
I've been doing okay. I'm still getting a little nervous around people. I don't know why. I just am. My palms are still sweating a lot. That's probably the thing I noticed the most.
Yeah, did any of the techniques we talked about from last week help? You know, the napkin, handkerchief carrying around, or maybe letting your hands air out?
I've been trying to keep them out of my pocket, like you said, but it's still. It's still noticeable.
Yeah. Did you notice if there were certain situations, certain people that were making you feel that way?
Yeah, I think mostly it's like my professors or like my mom or even like if I'm out with like my friends and like they see one of their friends or another group of their friends that I don't know and then they come over and talk and then I don't know, I just get extremely anxious.
So you said it was about 70% of the time last week. Do you have a new number for this week? Less, more?
It's probably been less because techniques have been helping, but like I said, it's still there, so maybe 60, 55.
Good. Progress is progress. That's good. And the palm sweating, maybe we can think of some other techniques for that. But I mean, I'm glad you're trying, and I'm glad it helped just a little bit. Are you experiencing any other symptoms?
I've noticed, I get back, if I'm sitting down, like my legs will start shaking, or I don't know, I guess maybe I notice it just more than other people, or I'll start tapping.
So, just a few new symptoms that you noticed, and the palm sweating was a little bit better, not quite where we want to be. So, other than just symptoms, can you think of maybe some other goals for today that you want for this next week coming up?
I think I would like to be able to speak with my professors, mostly, I think if they see me constantly rubbing my hands or kind of twitching my leg or something that they're going to think bad about me or think, what is this kid doing? It's weird.
Yeah.
So I want to be able to have just, a normal conversation.
Yeah. Well, your professors probably aren't going to think you're weird. And if you are intimidated by them, I'm sure lots of your professors really want you to have a good relationship. So maybe you can talk with them about that. But so you notice and you're rubbing your hands a lot. Do you notice that how often you do that?
It's a lot, I think, especially if it's like a professor I don't know or someone new and I have to shake their hands. I'm constantly doing it because nobody wants, to shake a sweaty hand. So maybe I just notice it. I'm doing it more because it's me doing it. So maybe I notice it more than other people, but I don't know.
Right, I understand. So do you feel like people are seeing you being anxious?
I mean, I think so. Whenever I am, I'm constantly in my head like, stop doing it. They're gonna think, why are you constantly rubbing your palms, or why are you shaking your leg? But maybe I'm just overthinking it. I don't know. But.
So it kind of sounds like you're anxious. You're feeling anxious. You're getting a few anxious symptoms because of a situation with a person, and then you're thinking that they're seeing your anxious symptoms, and then so it's increasing your anxiety. Is that kind of how you're feeling?
Yeah, I guess. I'm already anxious and nervous when I'm meeting someone new, and then, I guess when they start talking or shake their hands, then I start thinking of those things. Oh, they know I'm nervous, and I think it makes me more nervous or anxious. I guess that's the right term. But.
So it's from people that you know, have relationships with, like your professors, but it's also people you're meeting for the first time. I remember you said your friends introducing you to friends of theirs that you didn't know. So which one do you feel like is worse?
I would have to say probably the strangers one, people I don't know, because I don't know, if I'm with my friends, I guess I'm comfortable sitting with my friends, and then new people come over, it makes me uncomfortable. I would think more so than when I speak with my professors or my parents.
Why do you feel like it makes you warm?
I guess because I don't know them. I just think, well, for one, that I'm worrying about being worried, and you know, these are my friends, you know, what if their friends don't like me, or what if they're judging me, or, you know, what if my friends don't want to be friends with me anymore because their new friends don't like me, you know, and I've never really been a good social situation person, you know, at parties, I avoid them. I don't like speaking to new people, or, I don't know, I guess I don't know if I'm just confident, or just, I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah, so it sounds like you want to make good first impressions, and that your friends mean a lot to you, so that you don't want your anxieties and your nervousness to affect your relationships with people. So, and that's okay, that's understandable. So what I'm hearing from today is that you do feel a little less anxious, that you're noticing the times when you're anxious and which ones are worse, which ones are better, and the symptoms that come when you're anxious. And those are all good things. It's good to be aware. And I'm thinking that possibly it would help, so you're noticing these anxious situations, that maybe for next week you write down these times when you're feeling anxious, and you can explain, you know, who it was with, maybe why you're feeling anxious, the thoughts in your head, how you were feeling, and maybe even some of the symptoms that you're experiencing, just to make yourself more aware of, even more aware than you already are. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I guess I could do that. Yeah, I mean, that's something I do. It's almost kind of like a journal. It's just,
Yeah.
So just every time I get nervous or I have sweaty palms, I'll just kind of write down why I think it was.
Yeah.
Okay, I could do that. Yeah.
And maybe even if you're noticing some of the things that make your symptoms a little better, whether it be palm sweating or anything else, if you jot that down too, it would be good to remind yourself of, hey, when I was feeling this way, I did this and it made it a little bit better. Maybe you think that would be a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, if you think so, I'm open for anything, so yeah.
And maybe also, it would be a little more difficult for social situations, but if you were to rehearse, you know, what you're going to say, you're saying that you want to speak to your professor, but you're a little nervous, and your palms start sweating, all those things. Maybe to make you feel a little more confident about the situation, if you rehearse beforehand. Hey, you know, I need to say these things to my professor, and he'll probably, you know, respond this way. So maybe rehearse it with yourself and see how that helps.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that. I can see where that would help.
Yeah, and maybe if you do try it, you know, try it this week or next week and write that down. If that works for you, then maybe you and I could start rehearsing some other situations in our sessions, whether it be professors or friends, social situations, those kinds of things. We could probably rehearse those too.
That would be great, yeah.
Okay, you would like that?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
maybe,
trust you.
yeah.
So
I'm really glad that you trust me too. Is there anything else that you want to talk about today while we're together?
Not really. I guess that's really my only problem. Like I said, that speaking with my professors and my parents, I don't know, I just get nervous.
Yeah. We didn't get to talk much about your parents today, and I'm sorry for that. Maybe you could also, all of the things we talked about, you know, writing down your thoughts and feelings and stuff, you could also write those down with your parents as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could definitely do that.
Okay. Sorry, it seems like I've given you a lot of homework for next week.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff, but I mean, whatever helps.
Just write down how you're feeling in situations that make you anxious. Maybe write down the symptoms. Write down anything that makes you feel better, and do some rehearsing, and we'll get deeper into it next week.
Is it okay if I can't really remember everything? Because, you know, I don't want to just pull out my little notepad and start writing down my stuff in front of new people. Is that okay?
Yeah, no, that's okay. If that makes you more anxious, don't do it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm already socially weird, so I don't want to.
Yeah, I think it'd be more okay if you, maybe at the end of the day, do you feel like you reflect on your day?
Yeah, I could keep something near my bed, like on my nightstand, and then just kind of write down all the stuff I remember, if that's okay.
Oh, yeah. Just be careful about reflecting too much right before you sleep, because it's great that your anxiety isn't affecting your sleep yet, so you don't really want to do that. So these aren't homework assignments you're getting graded on. So if you don't have time or you've forgotten or you didn't remember it, that would be.
Okay, that makes me feel better.
Don't be nervous about your homework assignments.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming today,
Thank you.
Vinny. I'm excited to see you next week, and I hope that all these things help you a little bit.
Thank you.